Hello everybody, welcome back to the podcast, Four Lads in the Caravan. Just releasing this announcement, I guess, for, in advance. The next episode that we release will probably be about next week, and we'll conclude the seasons. Obviously, with the podcast, we do it in seasons, because, I don't know, I feel like it's just easier to kind of measure things. Like, for instance, when you edit the episodes on the Podcasters app, or well, we do it on that anyway, it comes up with this thing that says seasons, and obviously I don't really fill that in anymore, but basically it can be measured to you know, say like how much you've done, and you know, it can give you like, it's just useful to use it to measure for goals, basically. So we're probably on like season, I think we're on season 4. So we do it every 15 episodes is a season, right? So it's 1 to 15, 16 to 30, 31 to 45, 46 to 60. So yeah, we're nearly on season 5. Once we release this final episode, that'll be episode 60. And then we'll go on to season 5, and season 5 is obviously going to be a brand new rebranding. We've rebranded like a couple times, you guys probably know, but this one's the final instalment now. It was a bit harder to do it in college because obviously people want to commit but they just can't. But now we've got hosts that are actually able to commit. Obviously you've still got me, Vinny, who's he's been involved for ages. He's done the artwork. He's been a legend. So to have him on it finally is a permanent host is sick. We've got our friend Ruben, who I've had in videos before. He's been on the videos like back a ways in the channel. He's also, we had him on as well the other month. So he's been on the podcast, and then obviously Anthony is concreting his return for the season 5 and onwards. And yeah, so what you can expect from season 5 will literally just be obviously boys episodes where it's just all 4 of us, or sometimes just me and one of the others. It's basically going to be the same, it's basically just going to be the same as the fact it's like not all of us are always going to be free to do certain stuff. Like Ruben has his own life, Anthony works a shit ton, Vinny has is juggling uni and upcoming projects for which he cannot discuss. So and obviously I'm doing my best to balance work, YouTube, podcasting, everything I do. So everybody's got their own lives, but we're still going to try and commit. I'm still doing Sickos of Society with Troy. I've spoke to Troy, he's still interested in doing it. It's just obviously work with him, which is completely fine, but we're trying to sort that out. And then on top of, the regular show and Sickos of Society, we're trying to get other stuff out as well, such as maybe a live episode every once in a while, or maybe, or me and Vinny have pitched an idea for a new show that we're going to do on the podcast for later this year. Whether it'll come out later this year or we'll start working on it later this year and it comes out next year, I don't know. But it's going to be big. It's going to be big in regards to, has like a lot of people involved. It's so bad, I really want to say it, but I shouldn't, because I've got to be professional. But yeah, we're just trying to grow the podcast back. I guess I've neglected it in recent years. It's like the podcast's nearly 3 years old, and we've not even reached episode 100. So it's just a matter of actually, securing tenure with it, I guess. Making sure it cements itself. Because I want big things for this podcast. I love to talk. I love to teach, and just get people on to discuss their stories and learn about different insights from different people and let them take the reins sometimes. It's just fun for everybody to get their say in, and I like that. So that's basically it. The final episode will be out next week, and then I think what's going to happen is I think we're going to take a bit of a break. We're going to take a bit of a break because what we're trying to do now is we're trying to film episodes in advance. So we're trying to film, I guess, like 3 or 4 at a time, and then release them over 4 weeks. All right, so we're aiming for an episode weekly. To cut it short, that's what we're trying to do. We're aiming for an episode weekly, and then, you know, every month we'll record 4, upload them over those 4 weeks. Then the next month we'll meet up again, do 4, and then, you know, keep doing that. So we'll need to take a break to not only get that done, but we're also just going to take a break to just quickly, you know, do some other things that we need to do, which, you know, makes sense. Just try and get everything in order before so. Sick as a Society will probably aim to do every 1 or 2 months, which I hope that's alright with you guys. And then, obviously, later on in the year I'll be able to announce this big project that we're going to do with the podcast. But that's about it. I hope you have enjoyed the announcement. That's all I have to say. Have a great day. Peace.